Morning, guys. Saturday morning. Up and at me out here doing it. And don't need me black sunglasses today. It's nice out here actually. I could do it a little bit cooler, but I ain't gonna complain. Well, I guess I just did. But it's going to be a bit noisier on this road. I've never done a video down this road because it's the road that, when I come out of my neighbourhood, it's this main stretch of road that I hit, and then I take this and take the route where I go. So you might hear a bunch of traffic, but I just did a bit of a test video, and you could hear me over the top of it. So all good. But I hope everybody's having a decent Saturday morning. Hope everybody had a good Friday night. If you didn't catch the Grom live, 30-year-old Grom live, I do it every Friday now. It's part of my Friday evening. Go and check him out. Now I've got to cross the road. This should be funny. Anyway, go and check him out and check his lives out on a Friday. It's 5:45 Eastern Time, PM. Eastern Time. Let me turn this around. Eastern Time every Friday evening. But so I did that last night. That always sets me up, getting ready for the weekend. Find something that you can set yourself up with. And by the way, there's a great community growing on that Friday night live, and that's what helps you out, being part of a community. But anyway, I wasn't actually going to do a video today, but all of a sudden I was walking and I'm thinking, you know what? I had that experience, and then David Goggins come to mind. I love David Goggins. If you don't know who David Goggins is, go and look him up. He also has a book out there. I'm not sure he's got a few books, but I know there's one book out there that I want to read I haven't got yet, because I'm concentrating on another one at the minute, but which this is going to come into this conversation as well, funny enough. But anyway, I woke up this morning and it was early, and I kind of went back to sleep, and then I woke up about, I don't know, an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes ago, and of course that mind starts, right? The old mind, you start thinking and telling me, oh, it's nice in bed, roll over, go back to sleep, enjoy it, it's Saturday. My oldest daughter's boyfriends, my youngest daughter's asleep, my wife's asleep, and I'm thinking, you know what, and then I thought, no. David Goggins comes to my head. And one of the things that took me by surprise with the latest interview that I watched for him was he said that, I don't like it, and he's straight and blunt. There's no messing around with this guy. And he said, I don't like getting up, putting my shoes on and my socks and everything and my running gear and go out running. I hate running. And he was talking about, I guess it was his partner, and he's like, I tell her, I don't even want to go out there, and he's, right, but the guy will go out and run 70 mile. I did say 70. He actually said that in the vlog that I saw, which is with Andrew Huberman. Go and watch that. It's a really good interview. But if you follow this guy, you won't think he had that mindset of, I don't really want to do this. His mindset is all full on. He's an athlete. He's a Navy SEAL, or ex-Navy SEAL, I should say. And if you go and look at the story on this guy, he didn't just drop into that. The guy knew that he was on his way to an early grave, really. And he talks about how big he was and how out of shape he was, and had trouble in the military because he wanted to be in the military, and he wasn't fit. And you see the guy now and what he does now, you look at that story and go, wow. But it's all about doing those things that we don't want to do. So there I am this morning, and the brain's going, just stay in bed a little bit more. Why not? But where's the growth in that, guys? I've already rested, I've slept, I'm good, right? You know, if you're not sleeping at night, and all of a sudden you can get that little bit of a few Z's in the morning, and great. I won't make a massive habit of it. I'd make sure you figure out why you're not sleeping properly at night, and get something working on that side of it. But you know, we do the things that we don't want to do. It's no good staying in your comfort zone like I was about to, because there's no growth. So that made me just swing my legs out of bed. I didn't want to, but it made me swing my legs out of bed, get my feet on the ground, walk into the bathroom, clean my teeth, grab my shorts, go down, put my shoes on, close the door too so I didn't wake my wife up going out the front door and stuff. I normally go out through the garage and it makes a noise. And so I thought, no, you know what, I'm going to go out through the front door so I don't wake anybody up. And here I am out here doing it. Don't get anywhere in comfort. You don't grow. You're not expanding. It's the same. Let me go around this way for a change. I normally go straight, but I think I'll go around this way before I round. Anyway, you know, we don't get those changes we're looking for by sitting there thinking about it. It doesn't happen. Yeah? You know, if you want to start a business, or you've got an idea in your head and you're thinking about it, the thinking's great, don't get me wrong, guys. But you know what step you can make? Start writing those ideas down. Start building a plan. Now you're moving towards it. Because all the while you're thinking, you ain't moving. You ain't telling that mind, hey, you know what? This is where I'm going, this is what I want to do. I guess you are in a roundabout way because you're thinking. But if you think and think and think, and then what happens, guys? Those what ifs are going to start coming in, yeah? Well, what if this, and I ain't got that done, and I haven't got that prepared, or... Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that bullshit. You know, some things are alright to listen to, but don't sit there and let that be your fear. It'll take over. And then it starts pulling you back, and you ain't going to go anywhere, guys. You ain't going to move. Because now you're into the what ifs. And that starts becoming louder than the actual project that you want to do. So if you're looking to start a business or something, start writing shit down. Get the ball rolling. Start moving. And then start doing some of the tasks on that list. That may be looking things up that you need, people you may need to contact, or maybe you need a loan. Yeah? If you've got a great idea, go and see about getting a loan and getting a business started. It might not take so much. It's a matter of getting your feet under the table, and it's about starting getting something rolling, moving. Don't be pulled back. Find out. Don't think, oh, I can't afford this. Because if you've got a good business idea and that thing could grow, how do you know 10 years from now, you know, when you start something small, you don't know where it's going to grow. I never thought in a bloody million years that I was going to live that long. But I never thought, there was no way in heck I thought I was going to be doing what I'm doing. Especially when it comes to this and working with people and guiding people on a journey, and now I'm podcasting, and no way. I didn't even know that I'd be podcasting even 3 years ago. But it's a matter of just starting something. Now, did I go out and get equipment and that and let it sit there? Yeah, because guess what, guys? I was a little bit in that mindset even a year and a half ago or so. Even though I was starting to move, because I've done the therapy for it, you know, I wasn't the old Steve, where it'd be like, hey, this wouldn't even be happening now. There's no way. But, you know, if you want a podcast, grab yourself a small recorder. There's free editors out there, even though I don't edit my stuff. I just hit the record button, and again, like I do with this. And there's been times when I've been, these things you don't know. These are the background things, guys, that I like to share because it lets you know that we're all human. And when I'm sitting there and I'm about to hit that record button and start recording, if you think that my arsehole ain't giving it a bit of large, right? But as soon as I start, it's facing that fear, guys. That fear comes up, that bit comes in, and you know, it's all about, I hope this goes right, and I hope it reaches people, and am I going to say the right thing, and I don't want to mess up, and blah, 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 blah. Right? But if you stay in that, and you don't breathe, step back, look for the solution. I know that I want a podcast. I know that I want to put something out there. I know I have a message that I want to push out there. That pushes me forward. Especially when I know that I've got people out there that are commenting and giving me likes and subscribing and stuff to my sites and that. It makes a difference, guys. It tells me and it tells other people that do this kind of work that you're hearing, it's connecting, and it helps that person out. You're actually helping me out. You're actually helping my own mental health out. But also, don't look for that. Right? Even though that helps, absolutely it does. Absolutely it does, because there's nothing like that. But remember, as you grow, you're going to have those people that ain't going to give you that kind of feedback. You are going to have those people that you thought was going to look at it and are not. Morning. You're going to have that, guys. You're going to have those people that's going to come up and they're going to criticise you in a negative way. And what you're going to do with that? That's when your own self-confidence comes in. That's when you look at that and you go, you know what? I've got, 20 people that's giving me good feedback. I must be doing something right. And be confident in yourself. Do it because you like to do it. Do it because you want to do it. And you'll pick up the community, you'll pick the followers up. But anyway, getting back to the old Goggins bit and getting yourself out there. Don't be afraid, guys. Don't be afraid. You know, when I was back walking back there, I mentioned about the book idea, and it's true. Like, I get intimidated by thick books. I know that sounds crazy, guys, because I actually do like reading. I love reading. And it goes back to my childhood. I was a kid that was, at one point, had to go off, taken out of a class because my reading wasn't particularly brilliant. I love reading now. Grammar sucks. And I'm reminded of my grammar, but I don't take it personal. Maybe the old Steve may have done. Might have seen that as a criticism or something, but now I look at it and I think, all right, how do I correct that? I've actually been correcting my grammar because I know where I know my weakness as far as that goes. But I was one of those kids that my reading level wasn't brilliant. It really wasn't, and that wasn't down to me. That was down to school because I was Mr. Goody Two Shoes. No, I was, especially in primary school. When I first started school, 5 to 11 years old is primary school, and I remember my mum having to get, they're called Peter and Jane books, and sit there and just simple wording, and she actually got me on board and with my reading. I remember going around at school and talking to the teachers, because she weren't too happy because the teacher that was teaching wasn't teaching right. So yeah, But anyway, has an effect, right? I know now. So whenever I'm getting into those areas where I'm like, I'm getting a bit intimidated by that, by the reading of that, look at thickness or the reading of that book, remember that. Become aware. And then push past that. That's the only way you figure those things out and you get around those things, is by going past it. So don't let yourselves down, guys. Don't give in to the fears. Go around this way. Don't give in to those fears. Because as soon as you start giving in to those fears and your what if thinking starts, or you, like I was this morning, ooh, I feel kind of comfortable. No growth, guys. I know that I want to get out there and start walking. This is my second day out walking since I got sick last time, and you know, it feels good. Now I feel good. Now I know I'm going to go back. I'm going to walk in the house. I'm going to have a little bit of a pep in the step. I've done something for myself. I feel stronger for it. I feel better for it. My mental health is better for it. What would have happened if I'd have stayed in bed? Would I have this? Getting up? Probably not. Right? Do something. And as far as the book, I didn't finish that, but as far as the book, you've got a thick book. It's the same thing, guys. Don't be intimidated. You know, I've got that thing, like I just explained to you, of when I was a kid. But let me cross this road. Make sure I nearly got knocked down here once. A truck nearly pulled out. But if you're looking at that book, read a page. Tell this, I'm going to read a page. And I'll tell you what, guys, it ain't going to be just one page. Guarantee you. You'll end up reading more than just one page. But if you don't, book sits there, doesn't get read. Now what happens? You start tuning into those insecurities again. Maybe calling yourself certain names, which you've got to watch as well. Watch your words, guys. Watch what you tell yourself, because your brain will believe it. And but you'll start tuning into that. You'll start tuning into the, blimey, why can't I read that book? And I don't really want to say it, but stupid or silly, or I'm not good enough to read, or I don't know. There's a whole myriad of, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own insecurities, right? But you know, it probably goes back to me when I was a kid, and subconsciously thinking about, because I can remember it like yesterday, sitting in that class, and maybe my subconscious goes back to that, and is, you know, see, don't let that happen, guys. Take action, move towards it, get it going. Have a great weekend, have a great Saturday. Hope to speak to some of you, and enjoy the weather if you live in Florida right now. I know I'm getting noisy because I'm on a main stretch. But enjoy this Florida weather right now. This is when it's at its best, when it's nice and cool out. The sun ain't out there. Trust me, guys, if you're going to sit out here for any length of time, even when it's a bit shady like this, you still want sunscreen on. People don't believe they can get burnt out here, but you can. But anyway, stay the course, guys. Namaste.